Hi, this is just a quick video to explain what's special about the Xeno Front Hub. This is a front hub, and I'll just take it finely to pieces so you can see all the parts. There we go. So another bearing here. That's the main axle, and these are the caps that go on the end. Now you probably will have noticed straight away that it's unusual to run on a large axle, main axle, all the way through both bearings. This gives the bearings a lot of support. It's a large diameter axle. To give you some idea of the size, this one's actually set up for a 20mm through axle. So here we go, here's a through axle here, which would bolt in like this all the way through. So you can see it gives you the idea of the size. And then what's special about this axle is that only one of the bearings is fixed axially. That means only one of this bearing here can't slide at all. It's held very firmly in place when it's in the wheel. But this one is allowed a little tiny bit of movement. So it's quite hard to see, but you can just slide it. So it can just slide up and there, down there on the axle. And that means when you bolt your front wheel on, doesn't matter how tight you bolt it, if you compress this axle slightly or not, this bearing can move to find its optimum position, which means the bearings run really nicely. So that's one of the main secrets of this hub. Obviously, for those of you looking, you can see that the bearings are very large as well, much larger than standard. And what this allows us to do is run a lot, well, have a very strong bearing, but also run stainless. Because of the extra strength, we can run stainless bearings. So this component becomes virtually fit and forget, really. These bearings are very, very long lasting because they run nice and parallel, kept nice and stiff, and they're nice and big, so they're not loaded near their limits.